Paula from PSC Creations. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you're returning. Today's video is a tutorial slash craft with me. Call it what you want. I am making another little journal using the candy boxes. So this is a Reese's Pieces, and I will be making a journal using this. I'm sorry, my camera, and I cannot for the life of me figure out why it's not showing the image correctly. It's mirroring it for some reason, and I just can't figure it out. I've been messing with it for a while now, so I wanted to get this craft and video recorded, so we're going to move forward with it as it is, and hopefully I'm able to figure out what in the world is going on with this thing. So anyhow, I have made a video in the past. I think it was a sweet tart. I made a sweet tart and maybe another one. So my husband graciously has eaten some Reese's Pieces. I have actually 2 more boxes of it, and then an M&M box. And this has been done in the course of a few months. So it's not that he's done it just so that I can make the craft. Although he probably would have. Anyhow, that's not the point. I wanted to keep to the theme of the colors of the orange, the browns, and the yellows. I would highly recommend, if you have not made a candy box journal, that you give it a try, because they are just so much fun. You can be so creative with it in such a small little space. So yeah, this one, obviously, the colors, you know, maybe not so, maybe they are not colorful, therefore, at least the colors that I'm going with, but I like the idea of them going with the theme. So let's get started. I do have these 2 wallpapers because I do want to reinforce it a little bit, because, you know, it's just a thin, really, cardstock, so I want to reinforce it. And so I have this brown wallpaper and then this yellow wallpaper. What I was thinking is brown on the inside, and then I was going to make a pocket using, because this has like this trim right here. I don't know if you can see it with the lighting, but it has, so make a pocket, like cut that out and make that a pocket. So that's what I was thinking. And then I have these papers. So I have yellow, and again, I don't know if you can really tell in the camera because now it's not even focusing. Good Lord. So there is yellow, and then I have this vintage wallpaper as well that I was thinking. I have some book pages that are coffee or tea dyed, so they have a very dark, like brown color to them. These are orange, again, very light orange music sheet, and then 2 pieces of copy paper, and then coffee dyed paper, again, some darker lined paper, and then some graph paper. And I have more music paper that is like a brown color as well. So that's what I was thinking. I'm not sure how many pages we're going to put in here. It is only going to be 1 signature, but then we're going to doll it up with some other stuff. I have these pieces as well that I cut up from the boxes, so we're going to do some things with some of these as well. And we're going to have some fun. So let's go ahead and get started. Excuse me. All right, so this wallpaper is very sturdy. It's very, very sturdy. But with that being said, I'm also going to put some masking tape right here on the spine, just to give it even more stability. All right. So again, this is not a step that you necessarily have to do, but if you want to, again, just to make it a little sturdier. And then what I was thinking is, I was thinking of just like using this. The image would be covered anyways, because again, as I mentioned, I wanted to add a little bit of a border pocket on the inside. So I'm thinking So this wallpaper is from 2004. So it is considered vintage, right? 2025, 21 years. So yeah, it's vintage wallpaper. All right. So I was thinking of cutting this like this. And I don't want to glue anything down yet because I would like to go to the sewing machine and sew it all the way around with the pockets and everything. So I am going to, let me think. Okay, I'm going to trace it out. I'm going to leave a little bit because, it's always good to leave a little bit. Oh, geez. Okay. I'm horrible at tracing. I'm horrible at cutting. Here we go. All right. We're just gonna cut this. Okay, I should be cutting on the outside and I'm cutting on the inside. Get it together, Paula. So on the outside of the line, not the inside of the line, because I didn't give myself much room. This is why I use a paper cutter, FYI. Because that will give me the straight cut that I need. And I know things don't need the straightest of cuts, but there are just some things that you need a straight cut, okay? Oh, excuse me. Okay, full transparency. You know that sneeze that I just had a little bit ago earlier in the video? Yeah, that sneeze literally took me out because it gave me the major sniffles, and nobody wants to hear a video with somebody sniffling constantly. Now, it's not to say that I'm not going to be sniffling later in the video, but at this point in time, I could not get the sniffles to stop. So I cut my brown wallpaper, which is going to be the base of the inside of the Reese's Pieces junk journal box. And then I'm doing the yellow for the pockets. I'm going to have one pocket that's going to be the large pocket on the inside, and then one small pocket that's going to cover the barcode on the outside. So here I am measuring on the scoreboard so that I can see where the score lines are for the spine. And then I'm following those same score lines on the brown paper. Again, this is just to make it easier for when I glue it down. It really didn't make a difference. You know why? Because I can't cut straight. You know why? Because I don't know. I just can't. Does anybody else have that problem where you can't cut straight, even though it's a straight line? Okay. I'm glad I'm not alone. So here I did the same scoring on the little yellow wallpaper strip, and that's going to be my pocket. Like I said, we'll have two pockets, one on the front cover, one on the back cover. I'm just going to add a little bit of art glitter glue here. It's one of my faves, my go-to, my ride or die. That and Scotch permanent glue stick, my two faves. Although I'm very fond of Fabrifix. I think it's Fabrifix. Yeah, Fabrifix. I do love Fabrifix too. Okay, so here I am. I'm going to sew the pocket to the brown wallpaper first. That's where I'm at. I'm over there on the side. And then I'm going to come back and then I'm going to glue it onto the base. Here's my other ride or die. Here we go. Scotch permanent glue stick. By the way, I got these on sale during Prime Week or Prime Days or whatever it was on Amazon. I was so thrilled about it. I bought two. I bought two 4-packs. That's how they sell them, in 4-packs. So anyways, I'm just gluing it down and then I'm going to go sew all the way around the entire cover or box, candy box. Do you see how much white I have left? Oh, good God. Let's trim it up. It's never a good idea to have to trim something after you've just sewn something. How many of us have made that mistake? Is it just me? I hope not. But if it is, it's okay. It's just part of my crazy and unconventional, I think, creative process. I'm horrible at measuring. Anytime I try to measure something, it just doesn't work out. So here's where we're at. All right, so I'm gonna add this pocket that's gonna be on the outside, again, covering the barcode. Usually I don't care about the barcode. Like when I do a little junk journal,
a Golden Book junk journal, the barcode doesn't bother me, but this, I just thought, let's cover it. You know, why not? Let's put a little pocket here. And then I put the glue on there and I cut it. And then I realized, wait a second, would it not be better if I just do a little notch? Yeah, a little notch. So you can see that it's a little pocket. But wait, there's no notch on the inside? Yeah, that's okay because those you can tell that are pockets. I don't know what my rhyme or reason was for it, guys, but okay. So now I'm going to go and we're going to sew the entire thing and I should be back to speaking.
We're going to cut off all this excess that we have here. And we're going to distress. So it's like, if I look at this with the wallpaper that I have on the inside, so I'm just covering it so that it's like anything that's white is no longer showing as white. Like this. Can you see that? Okay. And then we're going to cover it and see. All right. So to me, it's like party on the outside. Oh, so fancy on the inside. Let's go ahead and actually, I'm just going to use my scissors just to do a little bit of. All right. Okay, so we have our cover done now. Let's put things away if we can. Okay. All right, we have our cover. Now the pieces of paper should be, I don't know how long. Let's go ahead and figure that out. We're going to pull out our paper cutter again. So this is 5 3/4. So I would say 5.5 by 6 1/8. So I would say 5.5 by 6 is good. So height 6. So if I want to do this music sheet, let's say we want to do this music sheet. Okay. We're going to do height of 6. And 5.5. I know I'm going to have to cut off more. I just wanted to cut off these ends first. Okay. So 5.5, right? Let me make sure. I probably don't, nope, that's too much. Okay. So we probably want to take it down to 5 3/4 height. And we had 5.5. Let's go to 5 1/4. Yeah, I think that's perfect. I even think that's still long. Should we just do 5? Let's just do 5. Okay, I like 5 better. That's a personal preference. If you're okay with it going all the way to the end, please feel free to do that. All right, so in the end, we have 5 by 5 3/4. I'm going to fast forward this and cut my papers. All right, so maybe we'll do. How did I cut this one so small? Well, I did not do the math on that properly, did I now? And we're going to use it, but how did I? Okay. Oh, wait, did I? No, that's cut the same. No, okay. I don't know. There's some apparently that I did not cut properly, guys. There is no surprise there. It's a lot of pages, I know, but I think it's worth it to have all these pages. Let's see how many pages we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Actually, it's not that many. 15 pages. Okay, I like that. Now, here's the thing. Do we think we can just staple them in? Maybe. I don't know. Let's try this. We're going to measure middle. Okay. I just drew a faint line in the middle because, sorry for the reach. Let's see if I can get this to stay in the middle. If you don't want to try to staple, this is not something, well, I think that you still want to, you know, line it up, but you have, I feel like, more wiggle room with the middle of the pages not being completely in the middle of this. All right, we're going to try something. I've shown this before. I have this stapler that turns so you can actually pull it in. Now, I'm trying to think. I would want the staples. Yeah. Okay, so let me try to gauge where the middle of this is, and ideally that's where I did my crease. Yeah, okay, we're gonna give it a whirl, guys. If anything, I can just pull the staples out. All right, so we're gonna do one here towards the top. Okay, and then we're gonna do one right here. Sorry, I'm just trying to see where that line is that I did, and it's very hard from that angle. I think it's right about here. Okay. And then we will do one over here. And then we're going to do one more. Okay, so we have 4 staples. Let me show you what they look like. Do you see the staples right here? Actually, I don't like how this one feels. Yep, no, I didn't like that. This one was pulling up, so we're going to stick to 3. All right, this is what it looks like on the inside with the staples. One right there. All right, let's remove these and see how it looks. Okay. Now, if the staples bother you, okay, they shouldn't, but if they do, there you go, see? You can cover them. We can cover them with something. We can figure that out. Now, I will say that some of the pages, do you see how they protrude out? I don't like that. So what I'm going to do is, brace yourself. I know. I'm going to cut them. I'm going to cut them. Yep. I just don't like when they hang out like that. I'm okay with lace or trim hanging out, but not the pages. I don't know. It's just, it's a thing. It's a thing for me. Oh, perfect. Kind of. Hold on. Okay. Yay. All right, that's it. I mean, that's your journal, and then you can go and have fun and decorate it and create all these fun. Let's see if this one fits in here. So, like, this is a game card, a game piece card, so I can make that into a journaling card, and I can do the same over here because these pockets are wonderful. And then we can have another one back here, right? We have another journaling card back here, and we could add, like I said, you can add something right here if this bothers you. Oh, look at that. You can add this. You can add, if this bothers you right here, I can take some of that. Actually, that might not be a bad idea to do that. What do you think? Should we just commit to that? Maybe we will. Or should we cut a piece that is actually straight? Maybe we'll cut a piece that's actually straight. But I like that size. All right, let's do that to finish off this video because I kind of sort of like that. So we're going to take our wallpaper here. And I believe this was it. This was the length. Yeah, that's perfect. And I think we want about yonder much. Might be too thick, might be too thick. Oh, maybe I just covered the whole thing. Like, not the Reese's Pieces, but all the little words that are, oh, I love it. What do you guys think? I think it's a goal. It's a go. It's a go for that. Yeah? Okay. We're going to do it. If you had rickrack, you can add a little bit of rickrack, and I may just add rickrack as well. So keep in mind that will come. Sorry. I will do a flip through when I'm completely done with it. But this is a good start here, guys, that we did together. If you are making one of these, let me know. I would love to see it. Share it on Instagram. I'm at PSEN Creations on Instagram as well. I would love to see if you're making one of these fabulous little candy box journals. Oh, I love how that turned out. Beautiful. Just beautiful. We're going to have to do something about this because I was lifting a little. Okay. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video of making these candy box journals. Again, we have plenty of pages in here that you can decorate and have fun with. You have 2 pockets on the inside that fit playing card size, and 1 pocket on the outside that fits a playing card size as well. And we used a box of Reese's Pieces candies. So I will talk to you guys on my next video. Thanks, guys, so much, and I will see you guys later. Bye.